family, friends, and loved ones, we give you thanks. We pray that what has been learned in this time of training has instilled in these airmen a lasting desire to maintain and defend our great nation's high principles of liberty and justice for all. Make them this day aware of the legacy that paved the way for them to stand proud in this uniform, and the great responsibility being placed upon their shoulders to honor all who came before them by carrying out each task with a high level of excellence. Almighty God, bless them with wisdom, courage, and strength for the task ahead. We ask all these things in your holy name.
Thank you, Chaplain Reese. Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated. Welcome to the Airman's Coin and Retreat Ceremony. The hosts for today's ceremony are the Commander, Air Force Basic Military Training, Joint Base San Antonio-Lackland, Texas, Colonel William Fisher, accompanied by his wife, Janie. The Superintendent, Air Force Basic Military Training, Joint Base San Antonio-Lackland, Texas, Chief Master Sergeant Chris Simpson. From the 37th Training Wing, the Vice Commander, 37th Training Wing, Joint Base San Antonio-Lackland, Texas, Colonel Jeffrey Follison. We would also like to introduce several distinguished guests in attendance today, beginning with the Commander, 57th Troop Command Brigade, New Jersey, Army National Guard, Egg Harbor Township, New Jersey, Colonel Michael McLean and his wife, Kimberly. The Command Chief Master Sergeant, Hawaii Air National Guard, Joint Force Headquarters, Hawaii, Chief Master Sergeant William Parker, accompanied by his wife, Lisa, and his daughter, Rochelle. The Command Chief Master Sergeant, 114th Fighter Wing, Joe Foss Field, Sioux Falls, South Dakota, Chief Master Sergeant Dean Hilberg and his wife, Teresa. The Command Sergeant Major, 503rd Military Police Battalion, Fort Bragg, North Carolina, Sergeant Major John Eastwood and his wife, Tracy. Although time does not permit us to introduce all of our distinguished guests, the 737th Training Group is proud to welcome each of you. We hope you enjoy today's ceremony. At this time, we would like to recognize basic military training's outstanding performers. These airmen have earned the distinction of being the top graduates of this basic military training class. The Honor Graduate Program permits up to 10% of each graduating class to be recognized as honor graduates. This is both highly competitive and extremely difficult to achieve. To earn the title of honor graduate, each airman must excel in every aspect of basic military training to include exceptional performance in dormitory inspections, military studies, drill, physical training, and above all, be recommended by the military training instructor and squadron commander. As the airmen are introduced, please hold your applause until the last honor graduate is recognized. From the 320th Training Squadron, Jordan Hanley, Jonathan Foster, David Henderson, Micah Kellogg, Joseph Broken, Michelle Devana, Jeremy Hughes, Justin Leeper, Ricardo Lucero, Jevin Wexler, Alexander Basabe, Justin Burke, Michael Connolly, Brian Hawks, Ray Kasama, Cameron Knight, Justin Singleton, Zachary Slayman, Austin Wilson, Kennedy Dunn, Brittany Holland, Alexandria Lara. From the 321st Training Squadron, Caesar Casalda, Jeffrey Rebolt, Ryan Ruskell, David Soto, Gage Stoops, Mason Brizindi, Joseph Granada, Maynard Guillermo, Jason Petrino. From the 322nd Training Squadron, Thomas Fay, Tristan Flying Horse, Kurt Payne, Kyle Jackson, Ozzie Kent, William Knowles, Miguel Morales, Roger Pakeworth, Bryce Beckner, Austin Brown, Austin DiValerio, Gregory Hildenbrandt, Dylan Jensen, Anthony LaPrenzi, William Church, Wyatt Pratt, Ariel Gilbert, Chloe Monica, Sheree Richardson, Micah Rogers, Aurora Salazar Alas. From the 323rd Training Squadron, Jacob North, Andrew Beaver, Anthony Fidalia, Alexander McCullough, John Meldrum, Emmanuel Parker Jr., Leo Rowe Jr., Roy Smith, Kevin Snow, Eduardo Flores Casada, Eduardo Pau Santiago, Ryan Hay, Landon Heller, Chloe Carswell, Caitlin Mead. From the 321st Training Squadron, Drum and Bugle Corps, Scott Bauman, Kellen Begeman, Ethan Burgos, Christian Fuentes, Jubal Johnson, Benjamin Jones, Thomas Mahovsky, Ian O'Byrne, Joseph Harampathu, Alexander Hassanante, Kenton Shivnan, Brittany Elliott, Rosical Adres. We will now recognize our top graduate airman for this class. This honor goes to the one airman who has surpassed all others in the challenges of Air Force basic military training. This individual has been selected as the #1 graduate out of 802 graduates. Colonel William Fisher, Commander, Basic Military Training, and Chief Master Sergeant Chris Simpson, Superintendent, Basic Military Training, will make the presentation. The top graduating airman of this class is from the 321st Training Squadron, Airman Basic Kellen Egeman. Ladies and gentlemen, how about another round of applause for these exceptional airmen? Honor graduates, you are dismissed.
Honor graduates, come, land, time.
Prior to this morning's ceremony, the 737th Training Group would like to make a special presentation. In August 2009, the Army and the United States Citizenship and Immigration Services, or USCIS, established the Naturalization at Basic Training Initiative. This gives non-citizen enlistees the opportunity to naturalize when they graduate from basic training. The Air Force joined this initiative in April 2011. Under this program, USCIS conducts all naturalization processing, including the capture of biometrics, the naturalization interview, and administration of the Oath of Allegiance so the recruit is able to graduate basic training as a citizen. To be eligible, a member of the Armed Forces must demonstrate good moral character, knowledge of the English language, U.S. government history, and attach themselves by taking an Oath of Allegiance to the U.S. Constitution. Standing before you are the Air Force's candidates for this week's graduating class. They have successfully completed this process and after this day will be known as United States citizens. Juan Vargas Garcia from the Dominican Republic. Naomi Robinson from Kenya. Riza Marie Danica Nikdao from the Philippines. John Ostiro from the Philippines. Sean Lay from the United Kingdom. William Jao Bafor from Ghana. Jared Kendall from Morocco. Ethel Barrego from Cuba. Brianna Allen from Jamaica. Jermaine Villarreal from the Philippines. And Abigail Limon from the Philippines. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise as Officer Eric Coleman will come forward and administer the Oath of Allegiance.
Good morning. Please raise your right hand. Simply acknowledge this oath when I complete this statement. I hereby declare an oath that I absolutely and entirely renounce and abjure all allegiance and fidelity to any foreign prince, potentate, state, or sovereignty of whom or which I heretofore been a subject or citizen. That I will support and defend the Constitution and the laws of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic, and that I bear true faith and allegiance to the same. That I bear arms on behalf of the United States when required by the law. That I perform work of non-combatant service in the armed forces of the United States when required by the law. And I'll perform work of national importance and civilian direction when required by the law. And that I take this obligation freely without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion, so help me God. Congratulations. Please lower your right hands. You are now U.S. citizens.
Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated. and gentlemen, in a few moments, the 737th Training Group's military training instructors will begin marching the graduates onto the retreat pad for today's ceremony. The flights before you today are named after Air Force pioneers who have made significant contributions to our enlisted heritage. They have special meaning to all airmen, especially those who are transitioning from civilians to warrior airmen of character. Today's graduates make up these heritage flights and will continue to shape our Air Force. In the military, ceremonies are held to accord distinctive honors to national symbols or individuals on special occasions. Ceremonies are also used to display the proficiency and state of training of the airmen in a command and promote teamwork and pride in an Air Force organization. Lastly, these ceremonies are used to contribute to public morale by displaying symbolically the strength and unity of the military in support of the nation. All of the movements that you will see them perform today are known as drill. The purpose of drill is to enable a commander or non-commissioned officer, such as the military training instructor, the ability to move their units from one place to another in an orderly manner, to aid in disciplinary training by instilling habits of precision and response to the leader's orders, and to provide for the development of all airmen in the practice of commanding formations. During the march-on, applause is appropriate, but please limit your applause so that others may hear the narration of the squadrons and heritage flights as they pass by the fire lane while entering the retreat pad. At the conclusion of the ceremony, please remain in place until the flights are dismissed. Now entering the retreat pad is the 737th Training Group's Drum and Bugle Corps from the 321st Training Squadron, representing Chief Master Sergeant of the Air Force No. 14, Murray Flight, led by Technical Sergeant Chase Newfield and Technical Sergeant James Davis. They are performing under the direction of Master Sergeant Sherry Wing. From the 320th Training Squadron, representing Chief Master Sergeant of the Air Force No. 6, McCoy Flight, led by Master Sergeant Michael Easery. From the 320th Training Squadron, representing Chief Master Sergeant of the Air Force No. 7, Andrews Flight, led by Technical Sergeant Crystal Sanchez. From the 320th Training Squadron, representing Chief Master Sergeant of the Air Force No. 8, Parrish Flight, led by Technical Sergeant Jonathan Wheeler. From the 320th Training Squadron, representing Chief Master Sergeant of the Air Force No. 10, Fingston Flight, led by Technical Sergeant Jamaica Johnston. From the 321st Training Squadron, representing Chief Master Sergeant of the Air Force No. 9, Binnaker Flight, led by Technical Sergeant Yuri Swingle. From the 321st Training Squadron, representing Chief Master Sergeant of the Air Force No. 12, Benkin Flight, led by Technical Sergeant Lucinda Lipset. From the 322nd Training Squadron, representing Chief Master Sergeant of the Air Force Number 4, Barnes Flight, led by Master Sergeant Justin Driggers. From the 322nd Training Squadron, representing Chief Master Sergeant of the Air Force Number 5, Gaylor Flight, led by Master Sergeant Matthias Trevino. From the 323rd Training Squadron, representing a Medal of Honor recipient, Matthews Flight, led by Master Sergeant Gloria Washington. From the 322nd Training Squadron, representing Chief Master Sergeant of the Air Force Number 1, Airy Flight, led by Technical Sergeant Renee Riojas. From the 322nd Training Squadron, representing an Air Force Commendation Medal recipient, Cox Flight, led by Technical Sergeant Noe Raul Calvan. From the 323rd Training Squadron, representing an Air Force Combat Action Medal recipient, Duluth Flight, led by Technical Sergeant Samuel Swenson. From the 323rd Training, representing Chief Master Sergeant of the Air Force Number 16, Roy Flight, led by Technical Sergeant Darren Hamilton. From the 323rd Training Squadron, representing Chief Master Sergeant of the Air Force Number 17, Cody Flight, led by Technical Sergeant Donald Moon. This morning, we pay special tribute to the men and women before us. They have successfully completed all graduation requirements and have demonstrated that they are ready to take their place as airmen in the world's greatest Air Force. We will mark their transition today from trainees to airmen by presenting them with the coveted Airman's Coin. Today's ceremony celebrates the remarkable accomplishments of this graduating class. Our nation's future rests upon the dedication of this new class of warriors who we honor today. Chief Master Sergeant Simpson will now say a few words.
Trainees, for the last 7.5 weeks, your military training instructors have challenged you to reach your maximum potential, both physically and mentally. They've prepared you for service to our great country and our Air Force. In a moment, they will present you the coveted Airman's Coin, signifying your completion of Air Force basic military training. This simple coin symbolizes our Air Force core values of integrity first, service before self, and excellence in all we do. These core values are the price of admission to serve in our Air Force and to earning the title Airman as we team with our joint and coalition partners in completing our assigned missions worldwide. No matter how long you serve in the blue, as of this day, you will be known as an airman for life. As a superintendent of basic... As the superintendent of basic military training, I hereby acknowledge your completion of basic training graduation requirements and recommend to the commander that you receive your Airman's Coin. Trainees, today you've earned the title Airman. Congratulations. Military training instructor, you may proceed.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Commander of Basic Military Training, Colonel Fisher.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, what do you think of them now? Ladies and gentlemen, I am here to tell you right here and right now that these men and women in front of you have been doing amazing things during their time with us. You can be very, very proud of how far they've come. So fellow senior leaders, BMT professionals, and especially the family and friends with us here today, thank you so much for attending today's Airman's Coin Ceremony. It is my great honor to introduce to you our nation's newest Airman. But ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to take just a moment to share with you how 3 special groups of people have made this day possible. To the military training instructors, thank you. You are the most professional, selfless, dedicated NCOs and senior NCOs in our Air Force. You have invested yourselves into every individual in your flight, and you've molded them into airmen of character that embody our core values of integrity first, service before self, and excellence in all we do. I am proud to serve beside you and watch as you grow the future of our Air Force. The airmen standing before us today are your legacy. You should be proud of the fact that you make our Air Force better with every airman you train. Now, for the families and friends with us here today, your airmen will speak about their MTIs in ways that you have never heard them speak about anyone ever before. Ladies and gentlemen, MTIs make helicopter parents look lazy. So I encourage you to thank any MTI during your stay with us. These professionals build our nation's sword and its shield. Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, these military training instructors ensure that only those individuals worthy to continue our tradition of honor and our legacy of valor wear the uniform of the planet's greatest Air Force, and they deserve our thanks. Now, to the second group with us here today, our honored guests, the family and friends in our audience. Ladies and gentlemen, just a few short weeks ago, you trusted us with your loved ones. Today, I am proud to report to you that your loved ones are ready to wear the fabric of our nation. You will be amazed at how just 7.5 weeks has transformed them. They are disciplined, focused, motivated, and respectful. They've become a part of something bigger than themselves. Now, it might be hard for them to explain it, but trust me, you will be able to see it. They've taken an oath to defend our nation's interests at home and abroad. They will stand with our sister services and our allies to defend peace and security around the world. Your airmen have joined an elite group and chosen a special way of life, one that will involve sacrifices and time away from family and friends that ordinary citizens would never, ever be expected to do. So ladies and gentlemen, your love and support will be more important than ever going forward from today. So to all our family and friends, whether with us here today or with us here in spirit, I am so proud to now include you in our big Air Force family. Congratulations, ladies and gentlemen. And now to the third and final group with us here today, our graduating airmen. Today you stand here different in virtually every aspect of your life. We've tested your mind, your body, and your spirit. You've learned our core values of integrity, service, and excellence. We taught you the importance of dignity and respect. These are ideals that will serve you and make you stronger for the rest of your lives. You will walk taller. You will be more focused, and you will earn the respect of everyone you meet due to the virtue of your new status. Your Airman's coin that we give you today is a symbol of recognition of your hard work and dedication. So Airmen, do not be bashful of your accomplishments. Your perseverance over the last 7.5 weeks has earned you the right to be proud. So today, you shed the title of trainee. Your well-earned title of address is now Airman. You have earned my deepest respect, and I look forward to serving beside you as together we defend the Constitution of the United States. Airmen, get her done. Airmen, welcome to the world's greatest Air Force.
Thank you, Colonel Fisher. Instructors, place your flights at attention. At this time, we'd like to ask all airmen, past and present, to stand in a sign of respect and unity as our newest airman now receives the Airman's Creed. I am an American airman. Thank you. Please be seated. Instructors, place your flights at ease. The squadron selected as our flag security detail is from the 322nd Training Squadron, led by Technical Sergeant Felicia Holloway. Our squadron commander is Master Sergeant Clinton Armstrong. This morning, we have honored our heritage of military customs and traditions as we welcome our newest airmen into the ranks of the United States Air Force. There are two purposes for this morning's retreat ceremony. The retreat ceremony is a solemn event conducted at every United States military installation around the globe. It signifies the end of the official duty day, but more importantly, it is to pay respect to our nation's flag. When we offer our respect for our flag and to our national anthem, we have an opportunity to reflect on the democratic principles that have made our nation great. The meaning of freedom, dignity of the individual, the pursuit of happiness, and national unity all come to mind when you think of our flag. It is a symbol of our nation to the world. Military members have a special bond with the flag. These airmen are part of the flag's tradition because they symbolize the spirit and sacrifices of the military and dedication to the defense of this great nation and the principles it represents. When we salute the flag as it is lowered, we ask you to think. Think about the flag flying over Arlington and other national cemeteries. Think about the flag being carried into combat by the service members who preceded us. Think about the freedom Americans enjoy today, freedom without precedence in the history of the world. The men and women who stand before you today represent the projection of the strength behind our flag.
Halt! Cover! Parade! Cast!
Hundred! Hi! Hunt! Parade! Parade! Hunt!
Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the sounding of retreat and remain standing for the playing of our national anthem.
Down! Retreat!
1, 2, run up, play!
Hundred!
Detail!
Hit! Hunt! Return!
Present!
Hunt!
Damn!
Order!
Order!
Hunt!
The flag stands for peace, honor, truth, justice, and freedom. In the armed forces of the United States, during the ceremony of retreat, the flag is lowered, folded into a triangle fold, and kept under watch throughout the night as a tribute to our nation's honored dead. The next morning, it is brought out at the ceremony of reveille. The flag has been torn to strips and used as bandages for wounded combatants on the battlefield. It has been placed in the trembling arms of a grieving parent at the grave of their fallen son or daughter. It is flown at half-staff to honor our military members. The flag has flown in every battle of every war for more than 200 years. It was flown at Valley Forge, Shiloh, and Gettysburg. It was there at San Juan Hill, the trenches of France, in the Argonne Forest, Anzio, Rome, on the beaches of Normandy. It was waved at Okinawa, Korea, Vietnam, Somalia, Kuwait, Iraq, and it is being waved today in Afghanistan. The flag has been burned, torn, and trampled on the streets of countries that America has helped set free, yet it remains invincible.
Left field, hat. Forward, hat. Left field, hat. Forward, hat.
Ladies and gentlemen, please remain standing for the playing and singing of the United States Air Force song and the departure of the official party.
1, 2, roll up, play. Play.
Thank you. Please be seated. The 737th Training Group's Drum and Bugle Corps has provided musical support for this morning's ceremony. Murray Flight from the 321st Training Squadron, under the direction of Master Sergeant Sherry Wynn. These airmen are also in basic military training, but have been hand-selected to perform for ceremonies of this type. Immediately following today's ceremony, Colonel Fisher and Chief Simpson will be available for pictures in the lobby.
Hi, Commander. Dismiss your flight.
As a reminder, airmen in the Drum and Bugle Corps will be released to their visitors behind the east side bleachers after they have secured their instruments in the buses. Please be careful while exiting the bleachers and while moving onto the retreat pad. For your safety, we also ask that you refrain from running onto the retreat pad. Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes today's ceremony. please feel free to come forward and congratulate your own.
All detail trainees report to the podium. All detail trainees report to the podium.